From the unexplained whispers in the dark to the voices that bridge the gap between worlds, this is where science meets the supernatural. Welcome to EVP Explorations with Todd Bates, the show dedicated to the mysteries of electronic voice phenomenon and spirit communication. Each week, we dive deep into the art and science of capturing spirit voices, uncovering the unknown through informative interviews, in-depth discussions, and hands-on techniques to teach you the craft of EVP recording. Join us live every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central, right here on the Sacred Spiral Network, where the voices of the past come to life and the journey into the beyond begins. Now here is your host, Todd Bates.
And a good evening, everyone. My goodness, welcome another episode, EVP Explorations, on a new night, as you can see, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. I'll explain that in a second. I know, put on the brakes. Yeah. We got a great show. We have got Lisa, Krick, Nicole Tito. They're here. We are here. It has been 2 weeks. We haven't had a show. Workload has been heavy, folks. It has been super, super heavy. But good evening, Mr. John. But by the grace of God and, of course, everything else around us, it's time to breathe, have some fun. I look forward to this show every week. I've missed you guys for the past couple weeks. So, welcome everybody that's just trickling in here. But there's been a lot going on out at work. You guys know I guard chocolate, and I love my job. And, we're a little short right now, so we're kind of having to pull together a little bit. Things had to switch around. So my schedule switches from Fridays and Saturdays off to Thursday, Fridays now. So the show had to switch. That's all. Just a little life accommodations, it happens. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, hon? How you doing, Don? Katie, good to see you. There's so much involved with work and other side projects and things. And then our guest tonight, actually, Lisa, really woke me up the other day. Pow, stop. Basically, Todd, knock it off. Slow down. Take some self-care. And I thank her for that. Because, we all need those wake-up calls. We all need those moments where we just stop and take a minute. And Sherry tries to pull me away as much as she can, but she knows how busy we get. There's just a lot going on. But thank you, Lisa, for that. And but as far as some brief updates here, then we'll take a break and get to our guest here, to the good stuff, playing some EVP for you tonight. Hey, Stanley, great to see you. We have got some big updates over on the website, evpexplorations.com. The courses have been repaired. My goodness. Oh, they've been repaired. I know the registration project, it was almost impossible for me to take that out of the website. Well, it's been taken out. So there's no need to register any longer. You can go there, enjoy the courses, take them as much as you want now. A lot of you folks wanted to repeat those, and now you can. So you can get in there and take those. Learn a few things. Share the knowledge. It's all free. It's all free of charge, of course. Share the knowledge. It's good stuff. Came from a 2004 study guide, modernized. But it's pretty amazing stuff. It's pretty amazing stuff, folks. Go over there and check it out on the website. And as far as everything else is peachy keen. Couldn't be better. Sherry's health, she's doing good. Blood pressure's a little high. We're working on it. I mean, life just keeps throwing you curveballs, folks. You learn how to hit damn curveballs. That's all. That's all you can do. Go with the flow, the best you can. Now, what we're going to do is take a short break. When we come back from this break, these two are going to rock your freaking world. They are my EVP go-tos. My goodness, their knowledge, their stories, their experiences, it's untouchable. It really is. They're great people. You're going to love them. Lisa, Krick, Nicole Tito coming up here in just a few minutes. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to explore the unknown? Dive into the world of the strange, mysterious, and unexplained with Eerie Expeditions magazine. Each issue is packed with spine-tingling tales, cutting-edge paranormal investigations, and exclusive insights into hauntings, cryptids, UFOs, and more. Whether you're a seasoned investigator or just love a good ghost story, Eerie Expeditions magazine has something for you. Join our growing community of truth seekers and adventure lovers. Subscribe today at EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com and unlock the secrets of the supernatural. Are you ready? That's EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com, where the extraordinary is just a click away. Dare to discover.
Five minutes past the hour. Welcome back, everybody. EVP Explorations is what you're watching. And for those of you who just tuned in here, how you doing, JJ? Hello from New Hampshire, he says. New Hampshire. Yeah, back east. I was just talking about back east with Sherry today, actually, and some of the stuff I missed over there. I was born and raised in Massachusetts-ish over there for quite a while. But anyway, we've got an amazing show here planned for you. We have got Lisa Krick, Nicole Tito. Those of you just joining us here, Lisa and Nicole have been exploring the paranormal together for nearly 20 years. 20 years. Keep that in mind. While their curiosity spans all areas of the field, their true passion lies in audio. Absolutely. The unique energy they share seems to serve as a catalyst for capturing remarkable evidence, whether they're traditional audio sessions or by refining the Estes Method, which we'll talk about here this evening as well, to uncover incredible findings. Nicole has written 2 books, folks, 2 books on the paranormal, Estes Method and EVPs, and 101 Everyday Ghost Hunting Items. Now, Lisa, this is cool too. Lisa was also featured will also be featured in the upcoming Haunted Travels anthology set to release June 13th, 2025. Now, to learn more about these two, I'm going to put their website up here toward the end when I get the message to work. Their website, you want to go to ghostly dash, now that dash is a hyphen. You got to just separate it with a hyphen, ghostly-voices.com. It's that simple. And they've got their website is amazing. They've got it all lined out for you. Great things going on there on their website, ghostly-voices.com. Check it out. And here they are, without further ado, Miss Nicole Tito and Lisa Krick. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Doing awesome.
It's so good to have you here. I mean, man, we've known each other a long time, but it's like finding that time to pin each other down. We got to stop that. We got to do more of these shows. That's all there is to it.
We're too young to have known each other that long.
Bingo. Yeah. See, Mark will see this and he'll get the idea. Perfect. That's how we're going to do it. How you doing, Michael, Randy, Kimberly? Great to see you guys. There's a lot to talk about tonight. A lot with you two. And to get things started, I mean, we'll throw out the cliches here and get these out of the way because I'm curious too. I always love hearing these. But as far as the ghostly voices, EVP, audio in general, what separates it from the rest of the investigation? What makes it so special to you, number one? Number two, what got you guys involved? Why audio?
Go ahead, Nicole, you start.
For me, I mean, I always navigated toward audio because I feel like, and the more and more I've been investigating, like just love going into a space and getting a feel for it. And you don't have to be psychic by any means, but you could just go in, sit down with your recorder, ask questions, and just kind of get a sense of the environment. And the more and more you do it, like I love audio because I do capture things and I hear things very well, more than I see. So for me, like it was gratifying starting to get EVPs because you might not get them on your first or second try, and that's okay. But the more and more, like I kind of fine-tuned my skills, got a sense of the environment, kind of knew what questions I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I got better and better, and then I just kept with it. like I feel like in paranormal you're drawn to certain areas. And I tried photography, I tried videos, I tried things like that. It didn't click with me.
Yeah, you're right. And you explained that so well. It didn't click with me. It didn't align with me. And so many people take the audio for that. To me, I think
Mhm.
it's more intimate. I think, like you said, it's more personal with the spirit, with the investigation itself. What do you think, Lisa?
Okay, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. When I first
Yeah.
started doing this, I didn't have any money. Still don't have any money. Audio is the cheapest thing you can do in
Yeah.
this field.
Yeah.
You get yourself a good quality audio recorder that's going to start at about $70. That's a chunk of change for somebody who doesn't have any money, right? But that's your basic thing. You can get Audacity free on the computer to study what you've gotten. So it's the cheapest thing to do. But Nicole said it's not for everybody.
No.
It we imprint on our equipment. I'm going to get a little woo-woo here.
No. I think there is much woo-woo involved, Lisa. Much woo-woo involved.
I think this is the field of audio where science marries woo-woo. I really do.
Couldn't agree more.
But you imprint on your equipment, and your equipment imprints on you. That's why Rosemary, God bless her, used to say, don't let anybody ever hold your equipment. Don't let anybody ever touch your dowsing rods or your audio recorder, because it's yours. It's got your energy on it. It's got your essence on it. And the more you work with that, the better it becomes. Now, there's a lot of logical people listening out here tonight that's going to shake their head and go, "You crazy," and I may be, but it works for me, and it works for Nicole. We met each other. I probably started maybe 6 months ahead of her, maybe a year ahead of her, somewhere around there, with Dale Kazmarek and the Ghost Research Society. And Nicole came in, and I was partners with someone else, and Nicole came in, and we did an audio session at, I think it was a private location.
Yeah,
actually.
It was a private residence.
I don't think it was a public event. And the first time we sat down to do audio work together, we caught EVPs. And when you play that stuff back,
you guys are magnets,
and you get something, I'm telling you, it's like a shot of adrenaline right in your veins. I don't jump off cliffs. I don't jump out of airplanes. I do this for my adrenaline.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're right. And the imprint, the emotions, and like I said, you two are like magnets when it comes to capturing evidence. And also with the Estes Method, you two are whizzes at it. We're going to get into that in a little while too. But to take and imprint the good emotions onto an area, I think that's what helps enhance capturing the EVP itself. Most go in there a lot. I've done it. I've been guilty of it. You kind of go in there, you're in a kind of mood, that I feel dampens. It just puts a pig pen cloud on top of them, and it rules out any good captures. But
and
you're right. Imprinting.
There's some psychics that'll tell you never want to investigate when you're in a bad mood, when you're not feeling well. If you're anything less than 100%, you don't want to go in and investigate. Now, they're doing it because they don't want attachments, but we're doing it because the same thing you said. You're not gonna. Your energy is not high. Your energy is not good. It's not flowing. The higher vibration you're going, the higher your energy, the better attraction you're going to be to an entity, because they're made of energy and they vibrate at a much higher frequency than we do. So when we start to vibrate really high, when you're in a good mood, when you're joking around, don't we get a lot of stuff when we're joking around? Not even
definitely.
Session? I mean, seriously.
When you're just acting normal, I guess, guys. When you're just being yourselves, it seems that they land.
Yeah.
They just either they become more comfortable. Hey, I'm more open to these individuals than I were the others that came a few nights past, or hey, I'm willing to talk to them now because now they seem to be in better moods. We don't know. But that's the beauty of it, is going through and finding out why. And I have, for the longest time, it's caused some friendships to be lost too. I've steered more toward the mediumship side, the spiritual side of everything, and using that with these methods. Not just using a medium as a tool, so to speak, as an investigation tool.
God called me a tool.
You know what I mean, Lisa? I mean, but to use them in a sense to help validate what they're capturing, or to point them in the right direction, because I feel they're more open now. I'm a lot more sensitive than what I used to be, and I'm letting things flow here and there. But yeah, I put the brakes on some things sometimes because it gets kind of weird for me. But I think having that kind of validation around the hardware is just as important as having the hardware itself. And a lot of people disagree with that and are more scientific. And I used to be, you guys used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is okay. It is okay to be that way, because I know for me, that's one of the things that pulled me out, was not being able to find those absolutes out there, those absolute answers. They just don't exist right now. And that can tear a person up. I mean, what do you guys do to keep motivated in the recording field? Because there's hours and hours of nothing, hours and hours of static. But what do you guys do to keep motivated, to keep going out there and doing this and capturing such great evidence while you're doing this? How do you maintain the motivation?
For me, it's just faith. I know it's there. I just know it's there. So I may not have an active location every time. Like everybody's got that one place that's not active for them. For me, and it's no bearing on this place. It is amazing for every other single person that I've talked to. But for me, South Pitt Hospital is like a dead zone. And I don't mean, for me, it was. But there are other places that I've been that people are like, that place was dead. And I'm like, how can you say that?
Yeah.
It's active for me every time, so, I have faith that they're out there. Do they want to talk to us? Maybe not. I don't always want to talk to people all the time. So,
yep. That's a key word, faith. Yeah. What do you think, Nicole?
And if you hear any ghost children, disclaimer, I have
a
5-year-old that are being dead right now and need to go to bed. So it's not really
that's cute. No, that's cute as a button.
But for me, the motivation is the chance to get into these places, whether they're historical or not, because you might lose the opportunity.
Yeah.
You might lose the opportunity to go back there. Like, look at Mineral Springs. Like, that has just recently been shut down. So like, I know that I could go into a place and may never be able to go and talk to those spirits potentially again.
Right. I mean, it could be a once in a lifetime kind of thing. It could be your only chance to go into one of these places. And if it is your only chance and you don't have any activity, does that mean the place isn't haunted? Not necessarily.
No.
However, it just wasn't haunted for you that day.
Right.
You can't.
I mean,
and I think today's researchers, I think you guys who too will back me up on this. They think everything's just going to be, here we are, let's go. No.
That's TV. TV has done that to them. They think everything's going to happen in the first 10 minutes and everything's going to be demons. And oh my gosh, don't even get me started, Todd. We'll be having a whole different conversation than audio.
That's gonna be our 2-hour special, guys. It's coming.
Oh yeah.
It's coming. Television is part of the course plan.
Oh yeah.
So it's in the show. So yeah, I'd like to have your guys' opinion on it though, and what it's done to the EVP community anyway. You know, but it's done quite a bit. It's done quite a bit of harm, but it's done some good as well. It's raised awareness. So it's just it's that damn
The one
balance.
thing that I don't like that TV does is everybody runs around with their audio recorder in their hands and they're waving it all over the place. I'm like, how the hell are there's no way you're going to get Class A EVP if you don't set that thing down and step away from it. I mean,
common sense.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Yeah.
But because they see it on TV, a lot of younger researchers will do that because they don't understand until somebody takes them under the wing and says, listen, try this. I'm not saying it because there's no right way. There's no wrong way to do anything in this business. None of us are experts. We're just out there honing our skills. And since we've been in this business 20 years, maybe we know a couple of things that we could teach you. You know, I'm still learning stuff. I always will be learning stuff.
Every day. Every day it happens. This field changes daily. The circumstances change daily. You never know what's going to happen in this field.
Right.
But for the audio portion, for the EVP side of it, I would like to see some of it saved. It just seems to be going to how many followers you have in film crews.
It'll circle back around.
And
I hope so.
We've been through one of these before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I think the problem is like with with the true EVP session, you have to sit there and be quiet sometimes. Like I mean, you don't have to sit there for 2 hours by any means, but to capture stuff, you can't have your phone going off and all these lights flashing and people running around. You can't. I mean, you got to dedicate at least like 8 minutes of being quiet.
This is Nicole's pet peeve. Nicole is like, shut up or I will kill you.
Like, I mean, all of you, I mean, I don't speak this to Todd or Lisa, but like, if you don't tag things and everything's going off, it's going to sound like a demon when you're listening.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. And
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody wants like that instant gratification. It's like, no, you got to sit there and ask questions, get a feel for the environment, be quiet.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. If live had a rewind.
Wait a minute. You have to earn it.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh. Do you ever have to earn it? You do. It's not something given to you. It really isn't. For going in there, especially what you guys are so active in the field, and I'm getting my feet wet. I'm getting back out there. But you guys are so active in the field. I mean, the fears that I know I used to have when I was out there were the lurkers, the hitchhikers, the taking things home with you, the stress, the never finding an answer, and faith keeps you going through this, knowing there is something over there, keeps us all going through this. And those of you folks just starting out in this, my goodness, it is a journey of all journeys. I promise you that. So just keep continuing it. But going into what it's all about, down to the meat of the whole topic, the audio, the captures, what people look for,
if you will.
Because there's captures and then there's captures. Okay. There's valid captures. There's captures. Oh, how am I going to say this?
There are captures that people will call Class A that actually aren't Class A.
Yes. There are captures you can trust. And your captures I trust. And I know the audience will trust them as well. They are genuine. Because there's so many, you guys know there's so many ways. So many ways.
Oh,
did we bring the Decatur one this time?
The magic,
the Lincoln Theater one. Yeah, that one. Because that's the one that if anybody says, oh, that's BS, that's the one they'd say that's BS. But we actually had it tested. to make sure that it wasn't a human
Good.
voice. So, because we're like, what? Yeah. So that's
I
the
don't.
one.
And do you know did you sent that one along?
I thought we did, but I'm not sure because I know we've used it so many times.
Yeah, because we're gonna go, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this break out of the way. We're gonna come back. We're gonna have some audio fun, because I want to hear, and the audience wants to hear all about your experiences. These audio, that to me, that's what seals the deal. All the hard work that is put in to this craft, that I like to call it, EVP is a craft, and audio is a craft. It is something that you just don't wake up, oh, okay, I'm good, I got all these, let's bring them on. It's experience, it's trial and error, it's failure, it's success and failure at the same time. Sometimes it's hard work, and you guys have some great ones here, man. I mean, wow. These are going to open your eyes, folks. These are going to be nice little eye openers for you. And it's going to hopefully give you some faith as well, that there are things. There's always a way. There's always a way to try something new. There's always a way to try something new. So just get out there and try it, folks. That's all I can say. Is just get out there and make it happen. But we're going to take a short break. More EVP Explorations on the way. Stay tuned.
Brace yourself for the Paranormal Rockdown, July 18th and 19th, 2025 at the Haunted Broadhead Manor. Friday night, rock out with Dead Amsterdam, Left on Red, and headliner Green Jelly. The music may not be the only thing shaking these walls. Rumor has it the spirits love a good beat. Will you meet one? Saturday, meet paranormal legends like Dave Schrader, Sam Baltrusis, and more. Enjoy thrilling workshops, tasty treats, and a live Zoom Q&A with Dustin Perry. Dive into the ultimate paranormal investigation with expert guides. Or join a spine-tingling seance with Sam Baltrusis. Tickets are limited. Get yours now for an unforgettable weekend of music, mystery, and chills.
Nearing the bottom of the hour here, folks. Those of you just joining us, you are watching, listening to as well on the podcast, EVP Explorations. Tonight, our guest, Lisa, Krick, Nicole Tito, two great friends of mine, amazing people. And if you missed the first part of the show, everything's being recorded. You'll find it on YouTube, Facebook. Just search EVP Explorations and it'll pop up. But we're just we've gotten into so much at the beginning, so you definitely want to rewatch it if you just tuned in. But we're going to get into some audio. We're going to get into what it's all about, the meat in the middle, the hard work. And I've explained on previous shows how hard and how many hours you put into this to produce even one micro of a sound, that you hear while you're listening to hours of audio. So it takes a lot of hard work, folks. So keep that in mind, but be patient with it. And I promise you it's rewarding. Don't give up. And we have some questions here for you coming in as well, guys. I want to get to some of these.
Yikes.
Stanley's asking, hi, ladies, what's the most active location you've been to? Where you got your best evidence?
What's mine, Nicole? What's mine?
Monroe House for Lisa in Indiana.
Yeah. Hartford City.
Hartford City. I'd say for me, Mineral Springs Hotel in Alton, Illinois. We have gotten a lot of really good stuff over the years. And unfortunately, I know right now you cannot investigate it as of September.
Oh.
Although parts of it, right? Because I know Troy has
all of it. You can go into the Oddities Museum.
But you can't go into
Troy
the pool.
owns that part, but you can't get into the pool. You can't go anywhere else and do investigation because a bunch of stinking lawyers shut it down.
Yeah.
So
I'd say Mineral Springs for me.
And what's cool is when we were at Mineral Springs, we actually had people from the Monroe House come through one time because she told me to shut the hell up. And I think that may be.
I did hear that one. That's one of our Estes.
Whoa.
I think. Yeah.
I was holding dirt from the Monroe House. I didn't know because I usually like to get some dirt from wherever we go. and I
Sure.
had like 5 different vials of dirt. And I just happened to reach back like this and grab it. And then when we were under Estes and I'm holding on to it, I start crying. And I'm like, mommy, mommy, mommy. I have no idea who I was channeling. And all of a sudden you hear her also under headphones going, shut up, quit crying. It's beautiful.
Wow. No, see,
I
that's
think you
how
brought
this
that.
field works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how it freaking works. That's how it freaking works. At any given moment, that can happen. You know, you grab this dirt that contains probably a massive amount of energy or history of its own, and you're holding it there, and
Yeah.
you're gonna channel something. That's more than just grounding yourself, in my opinion. That's a little bit of a different experience. And then we have Bonnie's asking, do you use digital recorders or tape recorders?
Digital.
Digital.
I never used tape recorders with, I did use cassettes, but like at the very, very beginning. Now Stan Suho who was in Ghost Research Society, who passed, I don't know how long ago has it been, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, a couple years.
He used reel to reel.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude was old school. And what's funny is Stan used all this equipment everywhere all the time. And
Yeah, I
he
remember
never
Stan.
got evidence ever. And so I think it wasn't meant for him to be, that wasn't his thing.
Yeah, you're right. Wasn't his niche, as they say.
Yeah.
It just, everybody slips into their own comfort zone. And then, I mean, that's where I feel comfortable. Like you guys, it's the audio portion. You can try these different, and I encourage all of you to try photography, try videography.
And
you know,
Bonnie, try digital, try cassette tape, see what works for you, because one may work better for you than the other.
Yeah, like exactly like you said, you have to resonate with your equipment. You really do. You have to become one with it. It is your tool. It is your connection to yes.
And I'd say
Absolutely.
nowadays with videography, I feel like it's a little bit easier because our phones are so much more advanced now, where you could pick up your phone and use it. Instead, 20 years ago, phones didn't have
Not so much.
they didn't have that capability. So that is one good thing, that if you don't want to go out and buy anything expensive, I mean, your phone is a handy tool. It's just make sure it can affect a lot of other, you can affect your EMF meters, your K2. So that's just something to be aware of. Like it can.
Sure.
You don't have to change your Sony night shot every half an hour with the
the little cassette tapes. I still have some.
It's right there behind me, guys.
There you go.
The high 8 video shot
you have
with
the X-ray verdict, the one that does like X-rays, or remember the old Sony night shot could see through people's clothing.
this one. This one's the Night Shot Plus.
Oh,
It's the Night Shot Plus. See,
I still have mine.
I still have mine.
And,
I do use it from time to time. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't use the mini cassettes anymore. I have upgraded to like the memory
DVD.
card. Well, the memory card, because it's like
the stick.
now you could do like 128 and it's no big deal. Like back in the day, you couldn't do that. Like, or if you did,
I'll be back. I gotta go change that thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I still do it.
It's all right.
I still do it.
I get 11 hours of recording off of my 128. Yeah, a little.
I still connect it now. I connect it through the mixer. Okay. I connect it through the mixer. It doesn't do anything to it. All it does is just keep the signal on its path to audition. And I still do it old school. To me, because I already have it set up. I think it's easier for me that way because I already have it set up.
Well, see, we've got audio through the Sony too. I mean, Nicole, I suck at video. I can't. You could. A ghost could walk up on video and go, Lisa, and I will go,
hey.
I don't see it. But Nicole has, like, when she was reviewing video, she would always catch audio on that corresponded with what we got on our recorders. So, and a lot of that was at Mineral Springs.
Yeah.
And that is definitely known to happen as well. I'm still, and I probably always will be, guys, because I'm older, but I will stay with tape. more than digital. Cassette tape. That's
Yeah.
my go-to is cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Micro cassette, what have you, either or. But those will be my go-to. And the verification I get from that, like you guys have done it as well, is that satisfaction of knowing. Oh, how do I put this? I'm not saying it puts another notch on the belt kind of thing. It's another key to a lock that we can try to use to see if that opens it. That's the way I look at these things. Each and every sound that I get, it's mind blowing, and the things that go into it, and the work that's involved. It
validates your belief.
Yeah, it validates your belief. Absolutely. And we've got a lot of this audio that I really want to play. I mean, here it is. It's already almost 40 minutes into the show, guys. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. But some of this audio for you folks, we're going to play it. Now, if you can't hear it in the background, I've got it up to max. So I don't know what else I can do for you. You should be able to hear it. It should mute us out. It may, I don't think it does mute us out. It's something new I'm playing with over here. But I've got these audio files. Now, some of these may be from the Estes Method, which I wanted to play some of the EVP that you had and then kind of talk about the Estes and then switch to those. So, but if we do play one incorrectly, folks, we'll explain it, no problem. But this one is titled Fourth Floor Operating Room. This one.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we're going to play this for you 3 times. That way you guys can get a good idea. Now, just if you have a set of headphones at this time, it would be a great time to put them on. If you just have earbuds, that's okay. But if you have them over the ear, that's great. So you can really hear them. Just those, if any of them, if there's any kind of whispers or anything, keep them over the ear. That's always best. But what we have here is a 4th floor operating room. We're going to play this, and then Lisa and Nicole are going to explain it.
Moved by you, but I don't know if that was a reflection of light from the outside. It was like really
It's like this area, I don't know.
Like that.
There's people outside the room.
Right out of the corner of my eye, I just saw something move by you, but I don't know if that was a reflection of light from the outside. It was like really
It's like this area, I don't
know. Like that.
There's people outside the room.
My goodness.
Does that one voice sound familiar to you, Todd? Because that's not me.
No. Yeah. So this is Waverly Hills 4th floor. It's myself and Nicole Strickland doing an EVP session. Yeah.
That is Nicole.
Back in the day. Yeah. And that clicking you hear is Stan Suho's Geiger counter. Like, yeah. So that was going off. And there is people way off in the background, but the EVP that we did not hear in real time, we don't react to it, is that shh, that loud shh that is talking pretty much over me. And it's not Nicole Strickland, but awesome capture. It's like one of those things that I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, they are, yeah. They're that was an awesome capture,
I get
and that's
a lot. I feel like I get shushed and told to like be quiet.
Get shushed a lot.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's the thing with these, and I want to explain it real quick how that happens. You guys were just talking, doing your normal thing, acting your normal way, and shh comes across. You know, it's like
walking
by. They were in the operating theater. Of course, they wanted to be quiet. Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, that was Waverly Hills 4th floor.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool capture. Now, if you guys have any questions about them, put them in the comments as well. If you put what you think, if you think it says something different or you hear something different, oh my goodness. If you hear something, say something, my goodness. But the second one here, this is a boiler room whisper clip. Now this one, the boiler room.
Should we set it up or no? Like, should we just play it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate being like biased and telling people, but I know we are limited.
Go ahead.
Set
it up, Nicole.
Okay, this. I'm assuming this is Edinburgh.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm making sure. So Edinburgh, which is in Scotch Grove, Iowa, an old poorhouse. So we're downstairs in the boiler room
She
when we were
said
kind of
poor. Poor.
what's a poorhouse?
Poor.
Yeah, let me type that
Poorhouse.
in. Poor.
It didn't sound like poor.
Oh, sorry, poorhouse.
Warning.
Oh,
No, we're
jeez.
good now. Disclaimers
But
out.
yeah, we were just tagging because people were walking by outside like the room. It was a private investigation, and you're gonna hear one of our fellow investigators say, "Oh, it was a fleshy." Her name's Erica, and she refers to real people as fleshy. She's like, "Oh, it's just a fleshy," and you're gonna hear a really creepy whisper after that. That is none of us. We didn't hear it in real time.
Yeah.
Captured it on my recorder.
Very cool. Here we go, folks. Going to play this for you a few times.
Oh, Eric's in there.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know there's a fleshy out there. There has to be.
Now you got shit over there banging around.
Oh, Eric's in there.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know there's a fleshy out there. There has to be.
Now you got shit over there banging around.
Wow. A fleshy. That's what I
Fleshy.
heard.
Yeah.
You know,
And those,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a great
And
capture,
it's not
guys.
something most people say. So to
Yeah.
have them repeat it back to us was pretty cool.
Yeah, that shows intelligence too. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's really cool. That's a great capture. And they're asking if we can play the one again. Please hold. We have a lot of those to go through. Her name's Sunshine. Now, what she does want to know real quick, what device they must have just tuned in. Angela wants to know what device you use to record.
We either use I use a Sony or an Olympus.
Yeah, I have my two favorites are I have Olympus DM420, which I think they still sell. I know they probably have an upgraded version because I got that years ago. And then a Sony.
Yeah.
Those have been my
I
favorite.
liked my Sony better, but I actually washed it. And it really doesn't work so well anymore. I really don't like to be washed.
Yeah.
It happens.
Doesn't fare well. Yeah.
I lost an RCA that way. Don't feel
Mhm.
alone, Lisa. Sometimes they just go in your front pocket and you forget they're there. But
Yeah.
these are amazing. Hello, Michael. These are amazing captures. And these are all the reason, folks, to get out there, educate yourself, experience, and just go out there and do it the correct way possible. The one that you have to use common sense. I'm sorry, we're born with it. We just have to flip it on like a light switch sometimes. So flip on the common sense switch, get out there and try some of this. Don't be afraid to try. You have to try. You've got to start somewhere. We all started somewhere. I started off in a barn. You know, I mean, you guys started off someplace probably crazy. You know, I mean, everybody starts somewhere. That's how it works. Now, this next one here, though, downstairs number 3.
Downstairs number.
Set this one up, Lisa.
I don't know if I can by that.
Downstairs number 3. Yes. That's all I have.
Oh, okay. This is Velisca.
Oh,
Velisca.
okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to go? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, go.
Okay, so we're Velisca, and for those of you who've been to Velisca, it's a very small house. But it was just 4 of us on a private investigation. Myself, Lisa, my husband Al, and our friend Jim Williams. And again, we captured it on my recorder, didn't hear it in real time, but you're going to hear, I believe Jim's talking about having a pizza pie because we just had some pizza. So we were kind of offering the spirits if they wanted to have some pizza, and you're going to hear this one is harder to hear. You're going to hear a whisper after that, like a male responding to the offer of a pizza pie.
Yeah, everybody likes pizza pie. Here we go, folks. What do you think?
Do you like some of our pie casserole? Help yourself, it's in the kitchen on the stove. We have pie casserole. Pizza.
Wow.
So off in the distance, like when you re-listen to it.
Do you like some of our pie
It's right after
casserole?
he says his
Help
response.
yourself, it's in the kitchen on the stove. We have pie
Okay.
Now
Now,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead,
We
Nicole.
think we think like it is harder to hear this one. It sounds like an older gentleman saying, "Ah, yes."
And I can hear that. Of course, as we always talk about suggestion,
Correct.
but still, to cover these correctly and for people to understand them correctly, we kind of have to throw some hints
Mhm.
at them. Now, some of these, they like the different classifications, folks. If you guys don't know the classifications, you can go to the website or you can watch past shows. We go over the whole classification system. But some of these are going to be A's, B's, C. It's a mixture. It's always a mixture. You're not always going to get a class A. You're not always going to get a class B. You're normally going to get a class C. That's usually how it goes. And that's okay. Don't let that discourage you either. Because I know, guys, and you guys know as well with the community and how it's gone up and down, up and down, up and down. A lot of these new folks coming into the field are left stranded alone with uneducated. And they go by what they see, and then they just simply act upon it. And that's understandable. It's the only education they have. Or, take that extra step, though, folks. Do some research. Open Google. There's just a gold mine of help out there. Now, we've got Whispers Waiting Room. Now, these. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whispers Waiting Room number 1. I don't want to reveal anymore. Hopefully, does that draw? It's not the Estes Method.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is when we were at Whispers Estate, but I don't remember which one it is.
I think it's the child.
Child.
Yeah. So
this is hers. Yeah.
Yeah. So it happens. Sometimes you forget to shut off your recorder. So bad for me, but in a way like blah, but good. I was able to capture something. So when you do hear this audio, you're going to hear this kind of noise because I had it in my hoodie pocket. So that just tells you it's kind of moving around. So that's not great, but we did capture, which I'm not even going to tell you, you should be able to hear it. We did capture it. So when I was re-listening to it, even though I accidentally left it on, I said, oh my gosh, we captured something when we were walking up the stairs. And this was just one of those things that was by accident, but we captured something that we did not hear in real time.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Here it is, folks. We're going to play it for you a few times. Oh, it chills me to the bone.
That's
but
like
yet it's
what you would expect a doll to do, and then turn its head all the way around or something.
That's not something you're going to hear in nor around a hoodie pocket.
No.
That is a genuine
clearly
capture,
hear us talking. You can hear my voice. I know it talking. So I mean, it's weird. It almost kind of sounds almost a little robotic. Like I agree with you, Lisa. It's like a doll type of noise, but
yeah.
Sometimes you get things that you weren't expected to get because you made a mistake, but hey, still listen to that. Still listen to that audio. I mean, I still listen to it. I was going to throw it out, but I'm like, hey, you never know. And I could account for everything else. I'm like, that's definitely not us. And nobody was laughing. And there was no children anywhere near the vicinity where we were.
That is for sure a child's laugh.
Yeah.
A small child's laugh. And, that small child could have been walking right there beside you, depending on where you were at, what was going on. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that child's laugh got on that recording.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that was many of us are going to say tonight is that kid probably walking right beside you. No, thank you.
And Angelo wants to know here real quick, have you ever used a ghost box? When we're going to switch into this if you guys don't care. Go ahead.
We when I'm running audio, I really don't like to use a ghost box. I like it quiet when we're doing traditional audio because it gives me a headache. Mm-hmm. That really gives me a headache. Now, I have friends who are in the ITC business, just the general ITC business, who have what, not really ghost boxes, but like Matthew has this thing called the Prism, and Ron and Lourdes have the digital seance experience thing. And it's not a ghost box traditionally, but it does do the same kind of thing. It gives you that white noise, and you can get stuff that way, but you have to really work with it a lot to be able to discern what the words are, because it's so subjective. I mean, it is so subjective. I can hear one thing and you're going to hear something completely different. And you may hear your Uncle Charlie and I'm hearing a female, and you just, it's just, for me, no noise at all is more pure, just because if you get something, then you know you got something.
Yeah, that's as close as you can get.
Yeah.
You've eliminated all the other variables.
Yeah. But if you like using a ghost box, do not let what I say stop you from using it, because it may be your go-to thing. So, we're all different.
Yeah.
I mean, if, like we talked about earlier, if it resonates with you, use it. I mean, I have attempted to use a reel-to-reel, butchered it horribly, the editing portion, but it's doable.
Yeah.
The cassette recorder was my go-to. You guys, digital. Everybody's going to have their place where it fits in. You got to go with your gut on it too. I mean, if you're walking into, let's say, a secondhand store, you're walking into a secondhand store, you see a cassette recorder sitting there or an old digital recorder, by all means, grab that, try it out. Try it with something. Don't just say, "Oh, no."
It
Try
may
it with
already
something.
have voices on it.
Bingo. I mean, that's the thing. You never know. That's how the craziest things are discovered. Why not? I mean, there's just so much to it. But we've got just a little while here, which is good, because that means you guys are coming back soon. But I want to talk about briefly, because the Estes Method. Okay, let's get into this, and I want to play a few of these. I know we're switching gears a little bit, but damn time, it's going by too fast. But the Estes Method and how it differs from electronic voice phenomena. It's the same yet different. So if you guys could explain the Estes Method and how it differs from EVP.
Well, Nicole wrote a book on it, which is a fabulous book, and you got to pick it up on Amazon. I'm plugging you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's happening at the end too. You hold that thing up proudly, girl. Both of them, if you have them.
The Estes Method historically was named from Carl Pfeiffer, Connor Randall, Michelle Tate. They're hanging out at the Stanley Hotel in where? Estes Park, Colorado. So that's why it's called the Estes Method. Basically, it's sensory deprivation, and the Estes Method may go back to 2016, but sensory deprivation goes back to the beginning of time, right? So the vanilla way to do the Estes Method is you have one operator and one receiver. So the operator is the person who asks questions. And in a vanilla situation, they're in the same room with the receiver and they're asking questions. The receiver is a person that has got blindfolds on and it's got noise reducing headphones, not noise canceling, because you don't know canceling. So noise reducing. I use Vic Firth Drummers headphones. You can get those on Amazon for about $70, or if you Guitar Works, you can buy them from there for about $75. I now have 3 pair of those because we tweak. So you've got the operator and the receiver is underneath this. Can't see anything, can't hear anything, except that the headphones are plugged into an SB7, which is a ghost box, right? It's plugged into the spout, not the actual receiver part, because and I don't know, that starts getting technical, but it's the best way to pick up what you need to pick up. You leave the antenna down and you go as fast as you can in either reverse or forward. Now, usually I'll say, Nicole, are you going in reverse or are you going in forward? And she'll tell me, and then I'll go in the opposite direction just in case. I mean, we're trying to take everything away. So vanilla is one operator, one receiver. Operator asks questions. The receiver can't hear what they're saying. And if the receiver hears anything come over the headset, they say it. And they say it in the tone that they hear it. So if they hear a small child's voice, they say it in a small childlike way. If they hear a gruff person, then they say it that way. If it is screamed, then they scream. I mean, you have to.
That way you don't misjudge the tone.
Yeah.
And we'll even say like male, female, child, because our team knows like, oh, a lot of male voices are coming through, or oh, why are all children coming through? So we add that extra like bit of context. So the operator who's asking questions and kind of running the show could change up certain questions or maybe like ask different things because it's in real time. You're communicating and you're like, hey.
So that's vanilla. We decided to take vanilla. When we first started doing it, I learned this from Richard Estep. And Richard said, hey, there's this thing you can do. Boom, boom, boom. So I came to our group and I said, can we try this? And most, they pretty much all said, Nicole Forefront said, that's not going to work. There's no way that's going to work, but we'll try it because, we're good about that. Whether we believe it's going to work or not, we do bounce ideas off of each other and we do it to see if it will. So we tried it and we're like, holy moly, that really worked. And then we decided that we liked vanilla, but we wanted to do more. We wanted to make it our own. So hang on, you guys, you're getting my workshop for free here.
It's good stuff though, Lisa. Thank you.
We do it double, which means 2 people under the hood and 1 person or 2 people asking the questions. And what's fun is those 2 receivers will bounce off each other and play off each other and start to have conversations and leave the operator completely out of it. And that happens to us all the time.
And remember, they can't hear each other. The people that are under, they only are hearing what's coming through their spirit box.
That's fascinating, right?
Okay, so then you can also have what I call the triple double, which is 3 people under and 2 people asking questions. So the triple double. Now you can have 2 people on one SB7 if you use a splitter, or they can each have their own device, but everybody has their own headphones and blindfolds. I don't use blindfolds. I don't use blindfolds because I trust me not to open my eyes.
Sure.
But normally you use blindfolds. You can also do it where you're in a different part of the house than the person asking the questions. We did it where COVID hit. We were just coming out of COVID, and I was going to be at the Randolph County Infirmary in Randolph County, Indiana. And that's another poor farm. So we were there. I was there, and my sister went with me. And Nicole lives in Chicago with her husband, and Jim lives in northern Indiana. And I said, you guys want to try this remotely? And they're like, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It worked. So we do a lot of stuff remotely as well. And like if I'm going to be somewhere, I'll go, hey, you guys want to pop in and see if we get anything? So the way we do that is at Nicole's house, they have this big screen TV and they hook it up. We use Facebook Messenger. And she puts that up on her big screen TV. And so we video conference in on that and each in our locations. And then she records what's on the screen.
What a great idea.
For Sony. And we also are all using our audio recorders and we just run the Estes that way. And usually Nicole will be under at her house and I'll be under wherever the haunted location is. And then the guys will ask questions. Or we'll switch it. Jim, we usually don't put Jim under because when he's by himself, he's in the military and he can't hear that well anymore.
Yeah.
And he's also by himself And
Yeah.
he's had like cords move on him and stuff. We've seen cords on the screen moving, and he's like, "Whoa, that cord just moved." I'm by myself.
That would be what
Yeah.
happened.
So we try not to put him under undue stress.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we do. And really the Estes method can be anything you want it to be. You tweak it for your team,
Yep.
however you think it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is something I have yet to try, guys. And
Yeah. You need to. Yeah.
We got to
it's something
get him
Sherry.
on an investigation.
I know.
I know it's something Sherry and I can do together too, because we
absolutely.
do. Well, you guys know where Baker is out here where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker, Elizabeth Betsy Reed.
Yeah.
She loves that place, and we've been going out there. It's kind of, it's hard for me. I'm rusty. I'm but that's where we go and hang out sometimes, and that would be a good place to try this method.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And because you and Sherry gel well together, you'll probably get better results if you do it doubly. So like Nicole and I have been doing this stuff as partners for 20 years. We know each other very well.
You have
we get
that
along
connection.
very well. And that makes a difference. So if you're going to try the Estes method, you may not get anything the first time. It's okay. You may not get any. I don't always get anything every time I put the headset on. But when I'm with Nicole, I do get more than when I'm with anybody else.
Yeah.
So
very interesting. And it's, the way you guys explained it, it's not entirely difficult. It's not rocket science, really. It's something the average person can do. I mean, I have a spirit box. I have a set of headphones. Therefore,
ta-da.
Hey, we can go for it.
You want to use the headphones that cover your ears, though, because you don't want to be able to hear anything that the operator is saying ever. And that's,
that makes sense. You want to eliminate those things. You want to get them out. Now we have just a few minutes left here, and I want to play a couple of these.
I know.
I know
play
it's
some of these.
flying.
Come on.
Okay, 2-hour special coming up. We have got a few audio files from you guys using the Estes method. This one in particular is called the First Floor Hallway Experiment.
Okay.
And
this is at the old sheriff's house in Crown Point Jail.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
You're okay, Nicole.
If this is, I think, Lisa, you're the receiver on this one, so you're listening.
So you're going to hear this. What you're going to hear, folks, is the actual Estes method taking place. And if you heard them explain what it is and everything. So we're going to play this file and let us know what you think. What are some differences? What are some pros and cons? Get some comments out there. I'm curious, and I'm sure they are too. So let us know what you guys think. The Estes method.
Where's Carl? Somebody
Beat me.
She said, beat you? Would you like me to beat you, or you will beat me? Yeah.
No more. No more.
You don't want to be beaten anymore?
Nope.
Okay. It should be over. Are you still being beaten? Because that time should have passed. Who beats you? Who's beating you, Carl?
Seven.
Is it 7 people? 7 years? Well, what is 7?
7 times.
You were beaten 7 times?
7. No more.
Sorry to hear that.
Why did the beating stop? What happened?
Not touching them.
Did they want you to do something
No
you didn't
more.
want to do?
Yeah.
Wow, guys, that's some powerful stuff, and that's real time. So
Yeah.
basically, the receiver is repeating the responses they are hearing from the
Mhm.
ghost box, the
From an
spirit box
intelligent.
device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
And I will say, like, I know we sent like another one. I know we're running short on time, but sometimes Lisa and I will talk to each other. I think if you have the one that says like cell number 7, you get some really interesting responses.
Some back and
Little
forth.
Double check.
back and forth conversation.
Let
Because
me
remember, we
double
cannot
check.
hear each other, and we cannot hear
Um,
what the operators are asking.
So on this one, it's on cell number 7. You guys are talking to each other,
Well,
Uh,
you'll
talking.
we're answering whatever is coming through our devices, but apparently whoever's speaking through us is talking to each other.
mhm,
Cell number 7.
yeah. And Lisa and I are both,
Weird men.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Found it. All right. All right. Sorry, folks. I'm new to the audio part of this StreamYard thing. Hang in there. But we've got it right here, so we're going to play this for you. Let us know what you guys think of the Estes method as well. I'm curious.
She said she's getting chest pain.
Okay.
You want to pull yourself out?
Whoa.
Told us what? What did you tell us?
If you're having chest pain, pull yourself out.
Oh, no. I mean, you want to have shit. Ow.
We are here to
I'm
communicate with
going
you.
back in. It's
Ow!
oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Why? Can you tell us why you want us to leave?
Mine.
That was me taking a breath.
All.
Can you tell me your name?
You.
What is your name?
You.
Okay, two just went off again.
You.
What is your issue with us here?
Mine.
Oh, is that the only thing you know how to say?
That's all you keep saying, but tell us
Mine,
more.
mine.
You.
You.
Still getting that anxious feeling. You. That's like building
How
up.
about you calm down and have a little conversation
Shut
with
up.
us and tell us what's going on.
Shut up,
What is your name? My name is Jim. What's yours?
Jim.
No, that's mine. What's yours?
That's laughing. That's got laughing again.
What's that?
I'm just tagging that I like.
Shut up.
Can you say something other than shut up and mine? Because it's getting quite, yeah, fuck you.
You can say
It's
fuck
getting
you.
quite repetitive. Why were you
Whatever.
here? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's a new word. Why were you put in here?
Kill the bitch.
Why did you do
Kill the
that?
bitch.
Why did you kill a bitch? What was your reasoning for it?
Questions. Too many.
How long were you sentenced?
Done.
How long do they put you away in here for?
Did you die here? How long were you sentenced to stay here?
I don't.
You
I
don't.
don't.
You don't what? You don't stay here?
No.
Where do you stay?
Dark. In the dark.
Another powerful one.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, and that was probably the wrong one.
I have the vocabulary of a sailor apparently when I'm in prison.
Oh well, yeah, because of the territory, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
It
that's
kind of
just me.
it happens.
It
It
happens.
happens. But that was that was a great exchange,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
differences of this, folks. This is real time. Estes Method is real time, and again, you're hearing the questions asked by the operators, and then the receiver says what the spirit box is saying in response. They can't hear each other. So this conversation that you're hearing in the background, no one hears that. No one's hearing that. These things are just coming out of the receiver whose ears are properly covered. Not like this. This isn't proper. But the method itself, it is freaking amazing and it's interesting. It is something that I want to get out there and really dig into and learn more about. And that's why I wanted to talk about it tonight with you guys, because I can't think of two other people that have more experience with it than you guys, because I know you've been out there tackling it for a long time. Now, before we go, I want you guys to share some cool info about what's coming up, what you got going on, your website, get all the info out. I mean, the mic's yours. Nicole, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
All right. So everything we have talked about today is on our website. Check it out, ghostly-voices.com. As Todd mentioned, I have 2 books available on Amazon, Estes Method and EVPs, The Search for Ghostly Voices, and then 101 plus everyday ghost hunting items. So like Lisa was saying at the beginning, stuff you could take from your house and use. You don't have to go buy thousands and dollars, thousands and thousands of equipment. You have a lot of things you can already use. What's in the pipeline? I actually have a private investigation that I'm doing this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. And I had a milestone birthday just this past week, so we're going to be doing a private investigation in July at Crown Point Jail again, which is a really cool place. That's in Indiana. And then I am in the process of getting my first children's book illustrated. So stay tuned for that. I'm
Way
very
to go,
excited.
Nicole.
So
That's
it's a lot on my
awesome.
plate, and my ghostly children, as you saw a couple minutes, are still up. Which, God help me.
Oh, man, that's
a lot on the
awesome.
radar. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. That's a lot. That's big stuff. That's good stuff. Lisa.
I can't follow that. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can, Lisa.
You bet you can.
Okay, so what's going on with me this weekend? Or not this weekend, next weekend, I'm headed to West Virginia to meet Sherry Brake, who is an author and a great tour guide. She takes people all over the place. We're going to go to Trans-Allegheny. That'll be my first time there. Now, we're not investigating, but, you know, when you walk into a building, you're investigating a little bit.
Yeah,
So we're going to go do that. And she's going to show me around her part of West Virginia. She's got some, she lives on a place that was a mining facility. So it's haunted as well. She's got like Bigfoot activity out there. So we're going to have some fun.
Oh, man.
In June, Troy Taylor's Haunted America conference is coming up. And I have on Friday night, I'm doing the Estes Method workshop. That
Wonderful.
one is out. But Saturday night, I'm doing a dark mirror scrying workshop, and that one is not sold out. I learned that from Rosemary Ellen Guiley, so I'm really excited to teach that one.
God love her.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Next
Bless
month,
you for doing that, Lisa.
Yeah,
Bless you for doing that.
I mean, she's been amazing. My whole life, she's been like the biggest mentor, both for me and Nicole. And even after she's passed, I'm telling you, she's helped us.
It carries on.
It does carry on. Yeah. So really looking forward to that. You can, if I also do oracle card readings. So if you need some help with the woo woo, you can find me on Facebook at
Help with the woo woo.
I don't know. I've helped several people, so you know, maybe give it a shot. But you can find me on Facebook for that. well if you're that's up your alley. I know that you have a lot of logical people on here, and they're all going, and we're done.
No. This is how it works. You guys are amazing. Number one, you're going to come back. We barely
You're gonna
scratched the
come with
surface
us
on
and
your.
investigate. We'll do like a live investigation.
God, that would be
Yes.
so much fun, Todd.
Let's do that.
We're gonna Estes you up.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm serious. We'll
I'm
talk.
serious
I'll talk
too.
with Sherry.
Yeah.
We'll get this done. Because yeah,
Life's too
it's
short.
time.
Yeah.
It's time, guys. It's been too long. It's been too damn long. Absolutely. That's going to be fun. Thank you. And we're going to do that. But having you two on here is just a breath of fresh air. The information you put forth to help just the general community that are interested in audio tonight has been amazing. Thank you for all you have shared and unlocked for everybody to kind of, because I'm not familiar with the Estes Method. I learned a ton tonight. It's freaking amazing. This is
it's all on our website too. It's all on Ghostly Voices. And you can ask questions on there, and we get back to you as soon as we can. You can find Ghostly Voices on Facebook as well if you want to ask questions there. I mean, we're available to help. We don't hoard our evidence. We don't hoard our information. It's for everybody to learn. That's all we're here for.
And you guys share it, and I respect you so much for doing that. I wish more would. It's okay to share, folks. I mean, it's okay to share. There's a lot going on out there. Just hang on. It's going to turn for the better. Hang in there. These things happen. But keep dredging forward. Work on your patience. You're going to need it a little bit for some of these EVP recordings or the Estes Method. See if you can hone your skills with that. I cannot wait to dive into that. And you two brought a lot to the table tonight. I can't wait to have you back on here again soon. I mean, it's always a lot of fun talking to you two. It really is.
Thanks for having us.
Really
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for
absolutely. You guys.
Craziness.
I'm going to close this out. Hang backstage for a sec. Okay. I want to chat with you real quick. Okay. Hang on.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right. And there they were, Nicole and Lisa, Nicole Tito, Nicole Tito, Lisa Krick. And, tonight, folks, if you guys missed the show, it was all archived. I highly recommend you go back and watch it because we played some EVP at the beginning of the show. And then we went into the Estes Method. Watch the show. See if you can find any differences, any pros, the cons to any of these communication methods, any kind of point that we can get to, any kind of absolute we can find, I'll take it. I mean, trust me, I'll chew it and swallow it. I've been looking for it for years. But be sure, tune in next week. We got Keith J. Clark coming on. We're going to be talking some ITC next week with Keith. And get over there on the website, EVPExplorations.com. No need to register at all, folks. Get over there, take a course or two. There's all kinds of different ones over there. Investigation leads, whatever you guys want to try. There's different ones over there from an old guide in 2004. My goodness. It's some good quality education over there, all free of charge, by the way. And to watch this show again, you can catch it on YouTube. You can catch a replay on Facebook, Podbean. Be sure, if you guys are into podcasts, be sure to subscribe over there through Apple, Pandora, all those different places there. Just search EVP Explorations. You'll find it. All right, folks. And until next week, now it's Thursday nights. Remember, next Thursday night, 8 p.m., we got Keith J. Clark coming on. Take care. Have a good weekend.